Welcome back. We're working on the Falcon today. All right, so if you haven't seen where we picked this thing up, we picked it up from a local realtor, sold a house, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Picked it up for a killer deal, 500 bucks. Don't know if I included that in the first video. Go check it out though. We did get it running in that video. It's kind of been kicking around here though for months because we didn't have paperwork on it. Finally got a title. Way more of an issue than it should have been, but we finally got it. Whatever. I thought, it doesn't run awesome. I could get it running better and just it'd move around the farm easier. That's kind of what initially started all this. So I ran a compression test on it and the engine seems to be good compression. Farted around, tried messing with the carb and decided heck with it, I'll just order a new carb. Change the oil, run it for a while, runs pretty good. But the carburetor's kind of been messed with before and it needs accelerator pumps and blah, blah, blah. Time you kit it and some of the stuff that's already been going on, just put a new one on. Anyhow, sidetracked. So we're trying to get something going for the car show. We've got a local car show next weekend. Today is Sunday. Anyways, in retrospect, the car show is next Saturday. So 1 week, I started on this Friday, started messing around with this Friday afternoon. I was just trying to move it around. I thought, all right, whatever. So the top's kind of clear coat flaking, but the rest of the car is in pretty good shape, like dull, but good shape. Nice paint, base clear. So I thought, well, I'll just kind of do a quickie on the top and we'll do something cool with the top. We just got, just some light rust from sitting, whatever, mainly just whatever, not a big deal. Well, then, the perfectionist kicks in and then I'm like, well, we should fix this. And before I knew it, I was going to just leave all this down here. Someone did a cave and pave and I didn't want to get involved in it, because what are we getting into? And guess what? I just caved and paved it too. So whatever. It looks good now though, and I think if it sits inside, it'll last long. We'll seal her up front and back. Whatever. Looks good. We'll get some paint on it. It'll be fine. But then, just kind of morphed. Whatever. So I thought, let's do something cool with it. Threw some little wings on her. I think that's sweet. And the project's just getting kind of more involved. So what I thought was just going to be get it running is now turned into let's take it to a car show next weekend. Try to repaint the whole car, it looks like, pretty much, and add some cool wings on it. Plus, completely do something with the interior. And, well, I still haven't taken it down the road yet. I mean, I've drove it around here, so who knows what we're getting into there. Should be a fun week. I don't know. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. I love cars. Why not? Let's see what we can do. Try to get it done for next weekend. I love the wings though. Let me know what you guys think. I think that's pretty cool. I think kind of looks factory. I think once it's done, it'll look pretty good. I think it needed, a little something back here. They were too flat. And this is right when they quit doing the wings in cars, and I don't know why. Anyhow, let's see what we can get done this week. Should be cool. We're going to do some lace to the top, and I don't want to give it all away, but it should be cool. Stick around. Next day, we're in the booth. So, I made a quick template. Pretty simple. Filled in that round rod. Had a piece of 1/4-inch plate and welded that in there. And then I fiberglassed it, bonded it. Worked out pretty good. I was really concerned how rigid this would be. I thought, leaning on it or something, like somebody's bound to lean on it. I don't like that, but somebody's going to for sure. And I was thinking, man, that could really ruin it or something like that. Crack the fiberglass or the Bondo all up. Like, crazy rigid. I can't believe, I don't know if it's because they use such thick metal or what, but those things ain't going nowhere. Not a challenge. But yeah, no, those things are quite strong. So they look really good, quite pleased. So pretty well ready for primer, I think. They feel pretty good, they look pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy. So everything else looking pretty good. I think, like I say, we'll shoot her in a coat of prime and keep going. Wednesday, back in the booth again for the third time. I sprayed her once, turned out pretty good, but the fins and a little bit of the dog legs there had quite a bit of pinholes because I used some cheaper Bondo. That's what you deal with, but got a second coat of prime on them. All that stuff sanding out really good. Then yesterday, it's just kind of a mess around day. I was sanding out that primer, adjusted all the doors, but that's kind of created more work for myself. Got all the doors adjusted. This driver door whooped my tail. Ended up kind of denting up the fender here a little bit. So had to filler that back out again. So I had to get back into primer again. Wasn't excited about that. Then Kayla comes outside and she just wasn't a fan of the badges down there on the fenders, and she says, well, you know, if you're doing all this, why don't you delete those? And well, if I'm going to delete those, I'm just going to delete most of the badging. So deleted the Ford badging, deleted the Falcon badging on the back. I just can't create enough work for myself, I guess. I don't know. It's close, so we're going to squirt a little bit of primer on that. I'm going to put some fast dry primer on it, so hopefully it dries quickly over lunch. And then hopefully today, I've got from the body line down on this side sanded. Hopefully I can get the rest of the car sanded today. And tomorrow we can be back in here shooting some color on. So that's the plan. Midweek update. It's Thursday. We're in the booth. We're gonna put some color on this bad boy. Woo! It's getting late though. Gonna be a long night. It's Saturday. You know what that means? It's car show day. There's no car. What the heck? Yeah, so yesterday got interesting. Thursday night, painted till like 12 o'clock, exhausted. And then Friday morning, spray foamers called and said, hey, it's raining. Let's do your shop next door. It's like, you know, whatever. So drug all that junk out, crammed it in there, got the car over there, worked hard on it yesterday, got it all slammed back together. Turned out really good. Quite excited. But whew, what do you think? Man, oh man, doesn't that look good? I like that lace. I ain't never seen no lace down the side like that before. I mean, I'm sure somebody's done it, you know, whatever, but I just haven't seen it and I like it. It looks good. I love them fins. They turned out so good. And the top, oh man. It still needs another coat of clear, a couple coats of clear, or a good wet sand and buff. I'm not 100% sure yet whether I want to try to tackle buffing the whole thing or just wet sand it down and re-clear it. It'll probably buff a lot easier, so I don't know. Either way, it's got to dry out for a few days. It's got a ton of material on it, and we did end up putting quite a bit of flake in it. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. It's got a little texture in it yet, so lots of wet sanding and buffing, or like I say, another coat of clear. Got those cool visors off of Amazon. Those things are sweet, green. Picked up the white walls, 13-inch, like brand spanking new. Guy bought this car out of a museum. It'd been 100-point restoration. Like, it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Ranchero that he had. And he ended up upgrading to 14-inch tires. So he went with 14s, sold these for, like I say, 300 bucks. Awesome deal. Worked out great for me. Even got a fifth, got a spare, so sweet. Got to give a huge shout out to Kayla though. She helped me with that lace, helped me bang out this interior. Nothing fancy, just some Amazon special little $50 seat covers. We just did the standard little rope and tie. Worked out pretty good. We had some 1/2-inch foam I put down on the seat just to kind of make it a little better. Quick vacuum, nothing special. I definitely think we got more to address in the future, but for the time frame that we got, I think this will work. The rear seat was a little bit more of a booger because you know, there's not much to tie to on the bottom, so we just kind of left it loose. But it looks good. The top's nice and tied tight. Had a little bit of green fur through in there. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's done, I guess. Look at that. 56 Chevy, he's heading to the car show too. Yeah, that's where we're headed next. So yeah, again, got to give a big shout out to the wife. She helped me out a lot. It was super fun week, ton of work. You know, whatever, turned out great. I love it. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. We're not done with this thing. We're gonna get more involved in this thing. I think we need to do a little more with the interior. We didn't even touch the engine bay, the trunk. We got to get this thing lower to the ground. Definitely, because it's just not my style. It's like a four-wheel drive right now. But like I say, another episode. Come back and check it out. Thanks y'all for watching. See you next time.